This is the fastest way to get the new brick rod in Fish, and this is the updated method because previously some of the methods were bugged and they changed things. So you need to make sure to watch this video to the end so you don't miss out on any of the new changes, because that might make sure you don't get the rod. So the main thing that you need to do is you can go on the Fish wiki, and if you search up Fish weather, basically the way the game works is the weather has 4 cycles that last a certain amount of hours each, but you want to make sure you're doing this where you're at the summer hour. So once you're at the right time, here's the best way to get the brick rod. And if you didn't know the stats of the brick rod, it has 75% luck, 0.35% control, 35% resilience, max kg is infinite, and it costs 13,337. So it is really good for catching big fish. But the first thing you want to make sure you do is you want to get 3 bricks. But before you even do that, you're going to have at least 22 hours of total fish playtime, which you can go check in the main menu and go into your stats. So make sure you have at least 22 hours of total playtime. And you also want to make sure you go to Desolate Bay and catch a pufferfish, because you will need this later, and if you don't have one, it might be annoying to get. But once you have that done, so the first thing you want to do is you want to get all 3 bricks, and the first brick is the Desolate brick, but this has changed location. So you want to go to Desolate Bay and you want to follow where I go, and you want to go to the bottom part of the volcano and walk through here where the orc is, and then right above the orc is the first brick, and the coordinates will be x -1844, y 194.5, and z 196.1. So once you have that brick, you want to make your way to Ancient Isles. And now the Ancient Isles brick is you want to go to the ancient area around the back in the cave, and you want to go to the Phoenix Rod room inside there, and then you just press that brick and then you activate it, and the coordinates for this one are 5,959 for x, y is 269, and the z is 850. So the final brick is in the depths. So you want to find one of the whirlpools, and you want to go down, and then you want to follow exactly where I go to the depths, past the door, and you want to go straight to this waterfall, and then you want to hit a left, and there'll be a little drop, and right under there is another brick. So that once you have all 3 bricks, and now here's how to get the new codes. These have changed since the last brick rod thing. Before you had to go to the Trident room, but now the first one is you want to go to the Desolate Deep, and when you go down to Desolate Deep and you take the right path, and then you want to go where the innkeeper and all that stuff is, but you want to make sure you get to the innkeeper and you set your spawn point there, because you need to do that for another part of the brick rod quest. But once you get there, you want to go up here and you want to use your glider and go up to the brine pool, and then once you get to the brine pool, then you can tilt your camera below this rock, and then you'll see your first code. So make sure you copy that code down or anything like that. And now this should be your personalized code. Everyone has a different code. Once you get that, now for the second code is you want to go over to the Mushgrove Swamp, and now you make your way to these mushrooms right here, and you want to climb them. And this part here is a little tricky, but this big log, you have to jump on top of it, and once you get to a certain point, it's a little hard, so you want to jump around the side of it and get up. But once you get up there, you can take your camera and you can zoom it under the wood, and that's where you find your second code, but this will be a word. So you have one number code and you have one word code now. So now when you have both of these, you want to make sure it is summer. You want to make sure weather has to be foggy, which you can get with the smoke screen totem in the back of Mushgrove. So you can also get those there when you do the code. And then you have to make sure it's night, which you can do with the sundial totem. So make sure to have these prepared in case you need them. And you want to go to the harvester spike. I'll put the coordinates on the screen here. But once you get to the harvester spike and you have all these weather conditions and it's summer, then the little magical guy will pop up here, and you can talk to him. And what you need to do is, based on the time it is, you have to convert your time to UTC time. And based whatever time it is for you, you need to correlate that with each title. So if you have the title in that time frame, then you can go ahead and get the brick rod. If you don't, you have to go get that title and then come back and then do this. So, okay, so once you have the perfect weather conditions, which is night and foggy, it is summer weather, and you've gotten all 3 bricks, you have a pufferfish ready, you've checked the time to make sure that your title lines up with the title that he wants, and everything is correct. Now he's going to ask you for an incantation, and you have to type a certain phrase into the chat with your word code and your letter code. So I'm going to give an example, and I'm also going to put the template in the description, but this example is going to teach you how to do this. So let's say your word is knowledge and the number code you got was 355. So you want to say the brick rod is real, bestowed upon those with word code, which is knowledge. After a period, a space, you just put your number. So the entire thing will be the brick rod is real, period, bestowed upon those with knowledge, knowledge is your code, period, and then your number code, which is, in this fake case, is 355, you type that in. So once you do that, you have to hold out your pufferfish, and then you give it to them, and you'll be teleported to the brick rod room where you can purchase it for 13,337 money, and that is all you have to do. And if this video has been helpful for you, or you have any questions, just put them in the comments. And I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, and once I hit that, I'm doing a Game Pass giveaway in Fish. So if you want to enter in that, comment your Roblox username. And thank you guys for supporting the channel, and congrats on the brick rod.